Never enough room for stretching out at the beginning of the stream. Not with this setup. I keep complaining about that. I need to stop. I'm also adjusting the mic stand without telling everybody about the volume warning, so I must be off my game today. I must be more tired than I thought after the semester was over. Oh boy. Oh, hang on. There we go. Computer wasn't quite centered there, so that it's right in front of my face. I've been looking at it the whole stream being like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. What's off? I can't point it out. Anyway, here we are again. We finished Sora's campaign last time, so now we'll do Riku's campaign, and then we'll be done. I say that like I can get it done today. I cannot. I'm not a speedrunner. Hey, Conquer, it's going good. How's it going for you there? As I said, we're just about ready to pick up Riku mode, Side B. And, yeah, we'll see how much of it we can do. No grinding necessary in this one. Don't need to get 18 cloud cards in order to have an easy time in the end game in this one. So, we should be in a little bit better shape this time than we were previously. We shall see. I don't know, I usually like Riku mode a little bit better than Sora mode. Like, Sora mode, the customization is nice, but you have to actively work for the customization pretty hard. Riku mode, they're kind of like, hey, so here's a bunch of cards, we're going to give them to you. We know you can beat this boss, because we beat this boss with these cards, so it all comes kind of down more to skill, I guess, than RNG. I'm adjusting the mic again, sorry. But we'll see if my memory, my recollection of it, is as good as I remember it being. Probably not, but that's because I'm getting old, my memory's getting hazy. Playing game with a friend, finished streaming earlier. Yeah, I saw that, nice. Hopefully it was a speed run, right? A beginner mode speed run? Let me see. It's in my community chat. Hold on. Yeah, it was a speed run. Hopefully it went well for you. Yes, it was. So yeah, hopefully you're improving on the times as you go. I'm trying to think of a way I can tie that into Riku, but I don't know if he even knows what time it is. I don't know how long he's been stuck behind the door to darkness, but I guess there's only one way to find out. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, the stream edition. Last time, we beat Sora mode. So today, we're going to start the Rebirth campaign with Riku. I compared this to Meta Nightmare mode in Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, which is a game we haven't covered for the stream yet. One day we will. But, I don't know, I feel kind of similarly because, like, excuse me, with Kirby and Sora, they both, excuse me again, rely on them being a little more customizable, but they still have, like, a base kit that you use with the customization in order to beat the game. With Riku and Meta Knight, they do one thing only, but they do it really, really well, and it doesn't require you to kind of go out of your way to do it, you know what I mean? So, I feel like that's a pretty vague comparison, but I don't know, I see shades of it, so we'll see if, as I said, my recollection is correct or not, but yeah, we'll get this started. Run went poorly after a while, forgot to unmute the stream after the unskippable cutscene in Hollow Bastion. Oh no! Oh, that's not good. Oh boy. Well, there are days like that though. There are some days where it just sort of, you know, it trickles down and then it's not salvageable, but that's just part of the process. So you'll get it. You'll get it on the next one. Next go around will be better. Speaking of the next go around, this does not look like the door to darkness that Riku got closed up in, so maybe this is his second chance. But I don't want a Birth by Sleep. That's a whole different game. We don't even know the context of that one yet. Oh, okay. I thought the space between light and dark was Twilight. Oh wait, that's also the next game. Yeah, fair point. was gonna say, maybe you guys got separated? Yeah, but like, what if he needs my help? I mean, you were, but maybe not anymore. Yeah, but what if I don't want Eternity? What if I want Delta Shield instead? Boy, that's a deep cut reference. Conker might get that one, but it's definitely been a while since that reference. I mean, why not? See, you say that, but didn't they like stick Sora in some kind of sleep and dream drop distance that he couldn't come back from? They were like, yeah, so there's no going back to it here, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, no, take a nap. Then again, that's spoilers for a game I haven't even played, so I couldn't tell you. See, this is a little bit less boring of a place to take a nap, although it doesn't exactly look like it's that welcoming. Anyway, Riku gets Hollow Bastion as his first card world, so let's have a look inside, shall we? It's a bit of a throw, huh? Like they just throw me to the wolves all of a sudden. I mean, you brought you here, but... Oh wow, thanks for just coming out and saying it right away. That's helpful. Keeps Riku on the same page as everyone else who's played the game at this point. I mean, this hallway doesn't look familiar, but, you know, that's because it's trying to express a 3D world on a GBA screen. In isometrics. I get the sense there's a butt coming on here. What, you're gonna leave me out of the loop now? Yeah, it does get a little grating at times, and people look at you funny if you do that too much, so. Oh, you realized it after the run ended. Yeah, oh boy, that's lovely. Found it funny, so a good way to end the stream at least. Yeah, and that's fair, you know, if you go out on a laugh, that's always good. Think the organization put Sora to sleep and they needed to wake him up. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't have any recollection of anything Dream Drop Distance, because I wouldn't. I haven't played it, so I couldn't have a recollection of it. So. Anyway, Riku mode. So, you'll notice that Riku already starts with a pre-constructed deck. This is how Riku works. He has a pre-constructed deck that he gets for every world that he plays. So let's take a look at the summary. Here's his deck. He cannot build his own deck. He has to use a closed deck. The developers give you his cards for each world that he goes to. The deck will change depending on which world you're in. And that can be good or very, very bad, but we'll work with the decks that we're given as we go along. So, I believe he also gets some enemy cards sometimes. Yeah, so here's one that he actually gets as part of Hollow Bastion is the Defender card, which gives him slight damage reduction from physical attacks. Helps a little against the boss here, although if the boss starts breathing fire, not so much, but the bite attacks, yeah, it works pretty good. These high-end cards are obviously near the beginning of his deck, and you might be thinking, okay, well, let's just move them so that you know, everything is the same. I'm pressing the X button as I'm moving the cards here. You cannot move Riku's cards around, unfortunately. It's a big problem, but we'll, you know, move along with that as we go, so. Oh, you start with 8 dark points? Okay, I thought you started with 10. Huh. Well, that'll change my level ups a little bit. Yeah, every world and in between worlds. That's true too, yeah, because when you're going through the floors, like in between floors in Castle Oblivion, he has a different deck than he would if he was just in the world otherwise, so. Alright, I'll be back for you, sir. Let me grab my level up first. Just be careful, because as you go lower in his deck, in Hollow Bastion, like as you use the high-level cards, you'll start to get lower and lower and lower in your cards until you get down to those 4s and 3s, and then enemies can start card-breaking you, so then you gotta be a little careful with that. Now, Riku doesn't have card points, because his deck is set. It's fixed, so you don't have any customization options. He does have HP boosts. However, he also has attack power and darkness power. We don't have an in-game reason to raise his darkness points yet. We will soon enough, but for now, my advice for all of you playing this mode is pick attack boost whenever it becomes available. It's every 3 levels, pick that. Because it'll give him extra attack power that he can definitely use going forward. He can max his attack out at 30 if you get up into the high 50s in level, but I usually end at about like 45-ish, I think. So, probably won't max it out, but we'll see. And then just keep going on blast. I'm trying to bait an attack from this Dark Ball, but it's not working. So I won't. Look at that, another level up. So yeah, as you can see now, attack boost is not available, so let's raise HP for now. And like I said, we'll work on darkness boost in a little bit, but for now, I mean, darkness was a hell of a drug in the last game for Riku, so maybe we should keep him a little away from that for a little while. Oh. Ow. Sorry, trying to use up his lower end cards against this wizard, but I don't know if it's going to work too well. And I think this is the last one in this room. Let's see. Trying to catch both of these guys while they're stuck together a little bit. Another level up. Good. Oh, and by the way, green cards are actually useful in Riku mode, unlike in Sora mode, where I basically only use them to, like, unlock doors. In Riku mode, they have very good effects. We'll talk about them in a little bit. You'll notice also that Riku runs a little bit faster than Sora. He also slides around like Luigi in some of the other Mario Brothers games, so I think he jumps higher too. Yeah, so you get a little bit of different things depending on how it all goes with Riku. I think he can only get HP balls from the environment though, so I wouldn't worry too much about that unless you need more HP. But yeah, you know how that goes. And please, save yourself from some suffering and actually take DP later. Oh, not to worry, we'll take some DP. I'm planning on getting, like, my stats pretty evenly leveled. Probably gonna get DP to about 40, I wanted to say, by the end game, but we'll see. So. Hey, Cole. Riku casually waking up and immediately throwing hands with high tier Heartless. I mean, that's just how Riku rolls, honestly. Like, I don't feel like he'd do it any other way, you know? He just sort of says, okay, I'm gonna beat you up, and there's nothing you can do about it. I think they give you this moment's reprieve to start with, just in case you decide you don't want to fight the Heartless and you want to save immediately, which I guess is a fair play. What does the map look like here? Oh, okay, so there's 3 rooms. Probably we go here and here, then here, and then here, and then go out, so if I had to guess. Well, I don't need to save just yet, since I just started, so let's do a Feeble. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, it's just what he does. He's like, I'm not afraid of nothing in this particular case. I'm just gonna throw hands. I got Soul Eater. I don't need nothing else. He doesn't do a dodge roll like Sora does, as you can see from what I was doing before. He actually does like a back step, kind of. So, it's a little different, I guess. Gives him something over Sora. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the double tap to dodge mechanic anyway, no matter who does it, so doesn't really matter to me what he does. It's just kind of one of those things you deal with, you know? So. Oh look, Tornado Steps. Probably able to hit most of them to the afterlife real quick. Yeah, not bad. Let them spawn. Let them come along. And then just throw the hands, as always. You stop that right now. And actually, if you're getting cards... Oh, look, there's the attack boost again. If you're getting green cards, I would recommend... Well, you can't really... I can't make a recommendation for it, because you can't really control which green cards you get, any cards you get, honestly. But, like, try to save your strong initiatives for tough sections, I guess. So, like, if you're concerned about how powerful the enemies are going to be, strong initiative is actually really good in this version. I'm not even sure if it was available in Sora mode, but if it was, I didn't need it. In this mode, it's great, though, so, like, we'll talk about it when we get a little further, but... Lasting Days isn't too bad either, but it's not quite as good as Strong Initiative. Strong Initiative is just really powerful. So, alright, I'm gonna go this way and see if this is the key to beginnings room over here. What do we have? I have a Strong Initiative too, so I could just use that while I've got it. So I can demonstrate what it does. So normally when you enter a battle in these rooms, the enemy starts with a certain amount of, like, they start with full HP. In Strong Initiative, the enemies start with almost all of their HP gone, which makes them a lot easier to kill. At least the first wave does, anyway. Second and third waves, not so much, but... First wave, yeah, nice and easy kills, so... Makes fighting and defeating Heartless in these rooms very easy, so... Definitely take advantage if you're planning on not fighting a particularly large number of monsters in the area. Yeah, see, like, look, there's the whole battle in, like, 2 seconds. Done. There's quite a lot of Heartless in this room as well, if I remember correctly, so that will make it a little easier to deal with everything. Oop. Well, it's okay. Man. This guy's found all his high-level cards in his deck right away. Alright, more HP. Again. I feel like we're doing the opposite of what we did in Sora mode, where we just front-load the HP instead of the CP. I mean, that's being done for a reason, but... Oh, okay, 2 hits for you. And that's it for that one. Do be careful, though, at this point, because Riku cannot heal himself, unlike Sora. He just doesn't have a healing spell, so you gotta be a little careful of that. And just keep beating things up until they all fall down. That usually works out pretty well with Riku, so... Especially if you do that. Then it definitely works out. Okay, looks like we got them all. So let's take a look around the room, maybe heal ourselves a little bit, and then, you know, if anything even gives me HP balls, Jesus. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright. Well, we don't need to look around anymore, we can just go looking for the doors. So, which key is this? This is the beginnings room. Okay. I'll use the Almighty. I don't really like Almighty Darkness. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, well, especially with a preset deck, it's like, I'm probably just going to get card broken a whole bunch, so let's not do that. Meantime, let's open up this room and see what we can find in here. This is one of the only floors where Riku actually has 3 key rooms to open up. Most of the time he only has 1, but we'll talk about that when we get a little further. So, this is mostly for context, obviously. This was his old bedroom. What did he do, sleep on the floor? Something like that. It doesn't have a bed, though. Okay, well anyway, we get the Key of Guidance from having that little talk with the voice again. The voice that's still messing with me. So, alright, so I think we go up this way, and then I kind of want to see if, like, you have to go to this room to get to Key to Truth, because this is probably Key to Guidance. I don't mind opening all the rooms, though, because if you actually fight all the battles in Hollow Bastion, it gives Riku a pretty good head start on all of his stuff, so I'm kind of okay with it, you know? Let's just see what we can work with here. Probably a teaming, because we have a teaming 3. I guess I have I have 2 feeble 3s, actually. Maybe I should work with that instead. I might actually open a stagnant space pretty soon, so that's surprising. But, yeah, I got 2 feebles. Let's just do 2 feebles. Small rooms, but that's okay. They still have a decent number of Heartless in them. And those guys couldn't even remotely match me. So. You start to get used to, as you go through the world for a little bit, you start to get used to just how much attack power Riku has and how quickly he can beat the enemies without too much fuss. Like it kind of just makes sense the further you go, you know? So. We'll let him do his thing and then beat up his cousin. Rather than beating him up with his cousin. That's like something else. What am I thinking of with that? I feel like I was thinking of something to make a joke, but I don't remember what it was. Resident Evil 7, that's what I'm thinking of, because you play as the one guy's cousin in one of the DLCs. That's what it was. Took me a minute. Oop. Okay. Hi, Shadows. You will have no turns. My turn. Always my turn. I mean, he says it right at the end of his combo. How can it not be his turn, you know? The potion is nice, too, because the potion is a 9, first of all, and second of all, it just lets you reload all the cards you were using at the beginning of the deck that make things a little tougher, you know? Is that the whole... Okay, good. That is, in fact, the whole Asgardian that I just beat, so good. 12 attack power goes hard in the paint. Very nice. I'll take it. Alright, that's it for this room. Over here, we can't get to the door that is to Riku's right at the moment, so that's probably the key to Truth room. Sure, stagnant space, why not? I didn't open up any of these green rooms in Sora's campaign, so let's open a few of them up. Stagnant space is what you'd expect, though. It's just a hallway. Like a very thin hallway. It's like I'm back in Final Fantasy 13 all of a sudden. I don't know why I just used that. I think that's muscle memory from Blizzard boosting all the way through Sora mode. Whoops. It is a good idea, though, I will say this. It's a good idea to get used to using enemy cards with Riku, because his enemy cards are the bread and butter of this mode. They make things a lot easier, or a lot harder, depending on if you choose to use them, or you forget about them like I do all the time. I'm going to try to remember them this time, because they're pretty damn good, so... Oh, I was going to do the dodge, but the dodge abandoned me. Whoop. Stop that. I was going to say anybody else? I don't think so. I think Stagnant has about the same as Tranquil Darkness, so... Not so much, sir. Okay, looks like we can beat the wizards up in 4 hits now. That's pretty good. Sorry, trying to do a short hop there. Don't know necessarily that that was going to work out too well, but, you know. Okay. No. Maybe I can stock my cards. Break them up. Riku can stock his cards, but unlike Sora, he doesn't have a lot of slights. His slights are a little bit different, and we'll talk about them a little later when they're actually something that we need to consider. But for now, just know that if you're going to stock cards with Riku, he's just going to do a 3-hit combo, so that's basically all he does for now. Kind of like Sora if you didn't buy any slights, like Sora at the beginning of his mode, where if you didn't buy any slights and you didn't, whatchamacallit, level up and get slights for him. If you didn't do either of those things, it's kind of very similar to that, so. I'll use my other stagnant space to open this room, why not? I think I need to use a blue in order to open the truth room as well, but I could be wrong. Yeah, where is everybody? I would think we'd be seeing like Belle or Beast or any of those people, but maybe Riku didn't come in contact with them. I mean, I would imagine he'd be seeing the other Princesses of Heart, because he had to have come in contact with them. I mean, I guess. I mean, at the time he did, yes. Actually, he did that in Pursuit of Adventure. The darkness was just kind of a bonus. I mean, I've got a cool Batwing sword. Well, damn, you don't gotta go for the throat, man. Holy hell. I mean, he's saying you did, but he's also saying you couldn't reject all of it, so... Maybe we'll find the truth in the Key to Truth room. Which is slightly above us, and then the exit room's right there. If I remember correctly, Riku mode is also a little bit different from Sora mode, because you actually have to open up the exit room. I don't think the exit room... excuse me. I don't think the exit room is given to you in Riku mode, so I think you have to actually open it yourself. Which is fine, we'll just do that, but, you know, it's one more thing to think about, I guess. I have 3 7s. Can hold on to those 7s for after, like for the final room, maybe. Let's do a looming, why not? Don't really use this card too much either. We used it once in Sora mode, so I'll use it here. Just because it's exact, you know. I need to backstep these guys. Grab their stuff, though. I think Riku can hold up to 99 map cards as well, even though, you know, you'd expect his mode would be able to do less because his mode is shorter than Sora's, but yeah, I think he can hold 99 map cards as well, so there you go. Am I supposed to have an attack power boost at this level? I thought it was every 3. That's weird. No, whatever. Maybe it's capped at a certain point, and then we'll get some more later. Maybe I'm just too strong at this point. I've been fighting too many Heartless. His air combo is actually pretty quick, too, so it's probably a good idea to take advantage of that if you can. Because it be fast and do lots of damage. Got him. Break him up. Yeah, Riku, whenever you're ready, man. Use them cards to break people. Okay, well, that was a little sloppy with the Guardian, but I'll take it. Not too bad. And just done, just about done at the very end of my deck. Okay. Almost ran right into that one. I don't know that I have too much to say about Riku mode, at least not at first. It's kind of one of those modes where, because it's very similar from battle to battle, you kind of just get into a rhythm, like a flow state with it, and just sort of go. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it a little bit better, because there's... I don't know, it's just one of those things that you can just face roll by not thinking too hard about it and just moving with it, you know? And it's not like a long mode either, so it doesn't take very long to get through it. So that flow state lasts just long enough where it's like, okay, this is sustainable. My brain doesn't have to think too hard for a little while, but it's not to the point where I'm getting bored, you know? So, what's his... Okay, so he'll probably level up from this next fight as well, and then we can see if I'm just missing something with the attack power or not, but 5 or above. And now, does a 0 card count towards that? Because I have another 0 here. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I got like 3 of something. I want to keep the sleepings, so I've got like 3 of something else. I got 3 of these. Might as well use that. And then Key to Truth. Well, that's a person. It's just about the last person I think Riku would want to see here, but, you know. Oh, good. She's also going to come right out and say it. Fantastic. You know, the last remnant, yeah, I was going to say, who was lingering in the dark. Great. So does that mean I won't be seeing any of the Princesses of Heart, despite the fact that, I think if I remember correctly, Riku had an active role in kidnapping a few of them, so that's just great. I mean, compared to your company, Maleficent, I feel like I'd rather. I mean, me, because you already gave me that darkness. But I don't think Riku wants to embrace that darkness at the moment. I feel like he's thinking, I'm just gonna fight it. I don't know, man. Dark Knight's a pretty good class. Job, whatever you want to say. I mean, I guess it depends on the Final Fantasy, right? Like, there are a few games where it's not too bad. Then again, if they're thinking of Final Fantasy IV in here, then Dark Knight's definitely not a good class because Cecil tops out pretty quick in his Dark Knight class. Then all of a sudden he goes Paladin and he's like, hey, so I'm just going to destroy everything. I mean, he's not the strongest person in the game, but like, you really have to work to get everybody else to be as consistent as Cecil is in 4. So, I guess you don't really have to work. 4 is pretty easy, but, you know. So I will fight myself, and also you, because, you know, I don't need to see you anymore. The darkness has no part in me anymore. Can you do that if he was steeped in darkness? Like, would you just overwhelm him? I guess so. Okay. Stop that. Try and get up top so I can whack her upside the head. Break her cards if possible. You'll notice, by the way, that we're fighting Maleficent early enough to get... and her card is actually pretty good as well, as you'll see in a few minutes when we get it. But fighting her this early has its advantages for Riku. It will make it a little easier for him to, if he can ever hit her. Jesus Christ, Riku. Watch where you're pointing that thing. Okay. Also, he instantly reloads his deck, which is very nice. So, yeah, point at the hitbox, Riku. Jesus, man. Really. Really. Right at the end, she's gonna dodge my whole... No, stop aiming at the fire. Aim at her head. Oh my god. Are you serious? You're gonna do one last troll to me here, Maleficent? Get out of here. Riku, hit her. Thank you. Jesus Christ. What an awful fight. But anyway, we got her. And we get her card right away. Her card gives Overdrive, which increases the attack power of your cards. You get that on Riku's very first floor. You should use it. It's very good. Yeah, her enemy card is really good. Yes, it is, because of the increased attack power that it gives. It's pretty damn great. So, I mean, I feel like he fought Maleficent, so I don't really mind raising Darkness because, like, I mean, just being around her would give him a little extra. He gets 2 extra dark points for each level that he puts into it, so we need another 15 levels to get it to the 40 that I kind of want it to be at. So, but we'll see. Did they open it up for me? No, they didn't. This is the exit room. Okay. So, I leveled up, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's just find the door. There it is. And then I gotta make a room to get me out of here. I guess I could use a teaming. I wouldn't mind fighting a few more Heartless just to get a little extra boost to my HP going forward. This is a teaming room? Looks more like a stagnant space room. Huh. It's a little weird. Now, is Maleficent's card just automatically in the deck? Yes, it is. So the way that it works is all the bosses that you'll fight, their cards will be automatically added to your deck, and they're consistent. So, like, every deck that he gets, no matter how it changes, will have the cards of the bosses that he's beaten in them. So you can just kind of count on them being there. So like I said, Maleficent gives you Overdrive, which Normally, your reload speed suffers when this happens. However, you'll have noticed from the fight against Maleficent, where we really haven't reloaded before that, but we did here, when we fought Maleficent, Riku's focus meter is instant, so he reloads instantly no matter how many times he has to reload. So this card is basically just free attack power for 30 hits with no downside in Riku mode. It's really good, and you should use it a lot. It makes fighting Heartless a lot easier. It makes grinding easier if you plan on grinding for map cards. It's just overall very good. Like, look, I just killed that guy in 3 hits rather than 4. So it's really good over. Oh, I see how it is here because the rest of the room was above me. Oh, I didn't use my Maleficent card. Well, those tornado steps are pretty easy anyway, so. I almost wish they'd stuck the Maleficent card right at the beginning of the deck, though, because then you could just use it right away without having to worry about scrolling over to it, you know. But that's fine. Okay, I can't hit the red Nocturne, I'll just hit you instead. I'll take that, thank you. I was gonna say, oh, Riku, you're not doing the thing that you did against Maleficent again, are you? Just hit the guy. Get it over with already. That's what the targeting reticle's for. Look at that. You can kill a Guardian without him even turning around. That's nuts. Normally you don't get to do that in Sora mode unless you're... Well, I mean, I guess in Sora mode you don't have to worry about that because you can use Blizzard Raid everything to death, but... You know. And done. Nice and easy. Normally, I looked at a speed run for this, and the speed run for this normally does grinding in Traverse Town to get map cards because it's just faster, but I mean, I don't mind doing it here, honestly. Like, here, we're kind of like, we've got a pretty good deck for Hollow Bastion, and in Traverse Town, it's coming up in a few minutes. We don't have quite as good of a deck, so... Yeah, I don't mind getting a few map cards here, honestly, just to get myself all set up. How many do we have now, anyway? We have 34. So ideally, if I remember correctly, in order to get through to, like, not the end of the game, but like a large portion of the map, you're going to want to get up to about 70 map cards total, and that'll get you through a very large chunk of the castle without having to do any grinding, so... I don't think we really need to worry too much about that, but... Because Riku's deck is pre-selected for you, some worlds are easier than others in order to get levels and grind and do all that stuff, so sometimes it might be to your best interest to use the decks that they give you rather than, and try to like get done with the stuff early rather than saying, oh, I'll just put it off and wait for it, and then all of a sudden you get to a world where the decks suck and the enemies are really powerful, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm just running through then. So. Hey Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Happy affiliate anniversary. Nice, I didn't even remember that was a thing. Thank you for reminding me. I don't even know how many, it's probably, let's see, I think my affiliate was in 2018, I want to say. So 6 years I've been an affiliate, wow. I don't think I've gotten 6 payouts. Maybe I have since I got there, so like 1 a year. I mean, I don't know, I guess that's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I mean, it's more money than I thought I'd be getting, so... Did you mean Wonderland? Oh, you know me too well, Conker. It's always Wonderland. Oh boy, never done this mode, didn't even know it existed until the start of 2018. Well, you will see how it plays out. I don't mind it. It's kind of like Meta Knight mode in Kirby Nightmare to Dreamland, in Dreamland, rather, I think. At least that's the comparison I made, so... Hey, Draconia, how you doing? Welcome back. Sorry late. Had to give the dog a bath. That's okay. Hopefully dog is nice and squeak clean. You haven't missed much. We just beat Hollow Bastion. And, yeah, we're in Riku mode now. We beat Sora's campaign on Tuesday. And now we're moving right along. Rebirth time. Oh, You need me to accept it? What do you think this is? Some kind of heart contract? What do you think this is? Persona? Oh. Well, now I know who the voice is. It's the only other person in Riku's heart. Ansem. Well, would you be? Yeah, I was gonna say. He was all up in Riku for a while there, so... That's the idea, yeah. What do you mean clever? You have one plan. That's the only plan you've ever had. I will beat... Okay, I won't beat you up instead. Because you can use the power of cutscene to deflect me with Reflect! I mean... I feel like that was more a you thing than a me thing, man. Like, I feel like at that point you were just kind of marionetting my body. How about you take a knee and I cut your head off instead? Why? What makes you think it's the only thing that can help? What happened to light and everything else? How did you turn into a light? I mean, I guess he's a Disney character, so maybe that's how. Well, I guess that's fair because, I mean, you found me, so... I've got light on my side this time. I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot. What about you? Alright, anyway. Despite Ansem, we'll use our new Overdrive card to beat the sin out of him. He can stock cards, though, so just try to beat him up as quickly as you can, because eventually he will break your cards, and it's just no fun for anyone involved, including me. So. As you can see, you can beat him up pretty quickly with Overdrive, so do that. It's way easier than trying to revolve around his cards. Oh, there's the attack boost. Was wondering where you went. Riku mode is way easier than Sora's Story. Yes, nice, quick, and easy, as you can see by that. We will get through this mode. I feel like 3 streams is enough to get through this mode, because I go kind of slow, but I don't know, we might be able to get it done in 2. No, I still feel like 2 is too few. Probably 3 streams is a closer estimate, so... What do you need me to see? Oh, more worlds. Okay. You know, I would say, how can you make those as well, but, like, you were in Riku's mind, body, and soul, so if anyone's going to be able to make something from his memories, I guess you would be the person to do it. What do you think this is? Some kind of contest? I guess Ansem's game. Oh. Okay, what was that all about? Tempered the darkness, so you gave me attack power? Does it stack if I cast it again? Am I gonna get haste later on as well? Or saber? Anyway, yeah, so now Riku can use his darkness by entering dark mode in battle. If you take damage in battle, or if you break the opponent's cards, I find card breaking to be an easier way to build up dark points, but both of those will allow you to build up his dark meter, which is just a number in the corner. And when you max out on it, if it hits, I think it's a certain amount above your maximum darkness points. Like, right now our max darkness points is 10, if I remember right, so I think we have to go above that. And then once you hit that, he'll transform into his dark mode, which lets him dress like he did back in Kingdom Hearts 1 when he was under Ansem's control. He gets new moves, he gets slights, and yeah, so you'll slowly deplete your darkness points as you get card broken or take damage in dark mode, and once it reaches 0, he's back to his normal self. Dark mode is pretty good, though. It's got some pretty strong attacks, and if I remember correctly, Riku has like a homing double jump or something in it. I've never used it, but apparently if you use the double jump and then attack out of the double jump, it behaves like a finishing move at the end of his combo every time you do it, and it can hit multiple times. So apparently it's really good, and I kind of want to try it this time around because I never used it before. So, but yeah, so we'll use dark mode a little bit just to see if we can do some cool stuff with it. And John is here as well. Hello, John. How you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, thank you for the affiliate anniversary. It's another reminder because I I did not even remember that was a thing, but apparently there we go. Love the sassiness of Riku. Yeah, he's definitely not taking no bullshit, that's for sure. Has Saber existed in any game outside of Final Fantasy 1? I don't think so. I don't remember it existing in any other Final Fantasy game. Maybe in some of the offshoots, but I'm pretty sure it was only an FF1 spell. So I'm glad somebody got that reference at least, though. Good, just got back from New York, actually. Oh, nice. Which part of New York did you visit, John? Were you closer to my end of the spectrum, or were you closer to NYC? Sorry, I guess I don't mean to pry. You don't need to go into exacts, just general area. See if we were relatively in similar neighborhoods. Well, more organization members. We didn't see these guys before when we played the rest of this. We did see this guy, though. And we just got both of their names now. So we've got Zexion and Lexaeus. Are they reporting to Vexen, or... Well, that's because everybody's trying to take control of the organization. There's like 3 traitors. You're in Albany for most of it, and then NYC. You were on the train line to my part of town on your way up to Albany, though. Oh, nice. Nice. Sounds good, man. Hopefully your trip was eventful, but also relaxing. I hope it wasn't just all for work and that was all you did. Hopefully you got to do something fun while you were on the way. So. Wonder how they got there. One of them was Maleficent, but she's a figment of memory. Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure... Okay, so what you're saying is it's a figment. Would the figments have sense? This is one of the parts about Riku Mode's story that always was weird to me. Like, everybody can smell things, and I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, Zexion can just... He has a really keen sense of smell, and then so does Riku later as well. They use smelling things a lot, and I'm not really sure why, but it's just bizarre. I don't know, whatever. It's just an odd thing for them to say, you know? Uh-huh. Rubbish and poppycock. It was made up. It never happened. It's a fact. I feel like biding your time is not a good idea because the more you bide, the stronger Riku will get. So, yeah, see, here we go. Now Riku's smelling something. Is it just because this place is so sterile otherwise that you can just, any little change in the air, it just... Wow, smell that! You know, like, holy. Don't you worry, Riku. When I get you a face mask, you won't have to smell the darkness anymore. Yeah, sorry, I can't quite get my voice up to King Mickey's level. It just doesn't work. It's already hard enough for me to do the Donald voices when he's around, so. Okay, so... What can I do, Your Majesty? And also, where are you? Are you just outside, or...? Fair enough. Otherwise, I wouldn't be afraid of the dark, so... Or, I guess in Riku's case, he's not really afraid of the dark. He's more just fighting the dark, so... Alright, fair enough. We'll give it a shot. I'm sure you will, Your Majesty. I mean, wasn't him blinking in and out of existence a pretty keen idea that he was? So yeah, Riku doesn't get a whole party when he's going from Castle Oblivion's basement all the way to its ground floor, but he does get King Mickey, so that automatically makes him a lot cooler. I really like King Mickey. I just feel like he just adds to the cool factor of the whole thing, because it's like, no, he's the OG, you know what I mean? Like, you get Donald and Goofy, and it's like, okay, they're fine, but you get Mickey, and it's like, oh man. I don't know, I just feel like with Mickey in the party, I just feel safer just by himself. Then again, we've seen how Donald and Goofy, well, more Donald than Goofy, we've seen how Donald fights, and yeah, not impressed, so... Anyway, Riku gets 4 worlds to select from right away. Hollow Bastion was one of them, but he gets to select from Traverse Town, Agrabah, Monstro, and Neverland to begin with. I feel like Traverse Town's probably the best start, honestly. Yeah, King Mickey's the OG Keyblade wielder. Yeah, there you go. Riku, I'm outside the 4th wall, help! Oldest Final Fantasy game you played was the 4DS remake? Oh, wow, yeah. Let's see, what's the oldest one I've played? I mean, I've played the NES version of Final Fantasy III, but I'm not sure if that counts because I played it after the DS version of 3. The oldest one I've played is probably 7, like on the original system. I haven't played 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6 on their original systems. 6 I played in the GBA, 5 I played in the GBA. 4 I played on the PSP, and 1 and 2 I played on the GBA and the PSP, so... Yeah, it's probably 7 on the PS1. That's the oldest one I've played, so... You know, other than trying 3. I never finished 3 in the NES version, but I did enjoy what I played of it. It was actually... Surprisingly, I thought it still held up pretty good for an old NES game, so... Probably 7 for you as well. Yeah, there you go. I feel like that's where a lot of people probably started. Like... I feel like if you started further back than that, you're probably a little older than my cohort, because I'm 33, so, like, if you started with something earlier than that, you're probably pushing closer to 40 than you are 30. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on how much RPGs were a part of your childhood, you know? So, alright, so we'll go to Traverse Town first, so, and then figure it out from there. I don't know. Let's take a look. Okay, nice small map for us to work with. And as I said previously, Hollow Bastion is one of the only worlds where Riku has more than one card, key card to open in this world. And the other 4 worlds, well, the other 3 worlds that we are opening up on the way through here, he only has 1 key door to open. So we'll just have to make do with that and see what we can do with this. Oh, good. Incrementer. I'll take it. So yeah, Riku's deck has some very small number of cards in it, and the cards are not particularly strong in Traverse Town, but that's okay because neither are the enemies, so... And also he has access to King Mickey, so if he needs to heal... I didn't show that, but Mickey actually helps Riku heal using his MM Miracle, which restores HP, stuns enemies, knocks them to the other side of the arena, and deals some damage to them, so it's actually not too bad. These 3 are his slights that he gets during his Dark mode. So Dark Break, which is the low-value one where you jump up and slash enemies. I think it's a homing attack, so like he'll jump up and he'll hit them a few times, as long as they don't break him. Dark Firaga deals big damage, magical damage. Well, it's not really magical. There's not really a distinction, I don't think, in this game between physical and... I mean, I guess there is, because... Ursula's card gives you Shell, which reduces magic damage, and Guardian gives you Protect, which reduces physical, but basically Dark Firaga deals big damage. I think it's stronger than regular Firaga, if I remember right, so... And then there's Dark Aura, which is his Desperation move that he used back in Kingdom Hearts 1 when you fought him in Hollow Bastion. Now you can use it as long as you have 3 9s, which is surprisingly a rare occurrence. So, we'll see what we can do about that, but, you know... Probably not happening anytime soon, unfortunately. Well, we can kill shadows in 2 hits now, so that's good. Definitely use Overdrive, it's really good. It's just too bad that it's usually stuck behind a bunch of other cards when you have to access it in the deck, so... I'll take the extra Mingling Worlds, Moments Reprieves, all that. I feel like I should probably check the key door requirements for Riku mode as well, but not really sure if it's necessary, you know. I'm gonna walk over there, let's just wait. But yeah, see how we can kind of double up and just kill the enemies in 2 hits. It's kind of nice, especially with such a small deck to work with. So, I think it's one of the reasons why the speed runs for this mode use Traverse Town, because you have a tiny deck to work with, but like the enemies are not very strong at all. They don't give a lot of experience either, but like they're not very strong, so it's pretty easy to just deal with them quickly with Overdrive and then move from there. So. Talking about 7 reminds you of back when demo discs were a thing. Oh my god, demo discs. Oh, demo discs were my jam, man. That was the way that we got to learn how games existed back in the day, because we didn't have enough money to actually buy games outright, so we'd get demo discs in order to find out the ones we actually wanted. So, been watching level 1 runs of Kingdom Hearts, and the Dream Drop distance run is brutal, really. Wow. Usually level 1 runs are, I mean, somewhat manageable. They're obviously harder than a casual run, but usually they're pretty manageable. But if it's brutal, that's not good. Sounds about right. Dream Drop Distance was not fun at low levels when you played Proud Mode back in high school. Oh boy. Balloonga wasn't enough? I heard Balloonga was busted, but maybe you can't get that in level 1. Don't think you've ever played a Final Fantasy game on original hardware. Played a few on emulators, but not OG hardware. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? It gets tougher and tougher with every year to play on the OG hardware, so I totally get that. Even with New Game Plus and the late game Dream Meters, level 1 run is intense. Okay. Keep that in mind. I don't know if I'm ever planning on playing Dream Drop Distance, but I'll have to keep that one in mind. So, let's see what we've got that's low. Okay, that's a 1. Apparently Feeble is just old reliable on this playthrough. So I'll just use a Feeble, why not? With Riku mode, I'll probably be a little bit more lenient with the cards that I use for the rooms. Like, I won't be... Usually I just used the red cards in Sora mode, because we got enough of them to where I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine, just use those. But on Riku mode, sometimes we won't have a choice. So, like, in order to keep myself from being, like, stuck, you know, without recourse, I'll have to do something, like I'll have to use something that normally I might not use all that much. So. Like maybe a Mingling Worlds or maybe an Almighty Darkness, so that way I'm like using something that's close to what you'd expect out of it. That's the wrong card. That's fine. Keep me from getting card broken. Your Majesty! So yeah, he'll reload your deck. He'll also stun the enemies, knock them against the back wall. And he'll heal you, so that's pretty good. So he kind of functions like an elixir plus a cure, and then I think his healing power goes up the more of his cards you stock. So like if you stock 2 of them, it's like a Cura. Stock 3 of them, it's like a Curaga. I think it's been a little bit, so I'd have to tell you later when we get more than one of the King's cards, but. I'll get used to that little loop with Maleficent's card eventually. Because trust me when I tell you, we'll be using it a lot. It is the Boss Wrecker. Alright, the key room was to my right. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then we got a bunch of other rooms to open. 3 more rooms after opening these ones. The hell? Why doesn't Sora get anything that cool? What, in terms of, the Maleficent card? Sora got that card, but he didn't get it until we beat Hollow Bastion. Riku gets it on the first floor that he plays, which I feel like is a little bit broken. It's kind of atrocious. It makes things a little easier. So, you know. Oh, in terms of Mickey. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, that was what you're referring to. I don't know. Probably because Mickey's the only partner character that you get. I mean, you have a chance of Donald healing you, but Riku doesn't get any cure spells for himself. He can only heal himself later on in the game when you get access to the Oogie Boogie card passively on his own volition. Now, he can just pick up HP balls from the environment, but yeah, he can't heal himself automatically. Like, in his own deck, so Mickey has to help him. The other aspects of Mickey are kind of similar. It's like a cure card, a Simba card, and a potion in one. Well, not even a potion because it reloads your deck. It's like a cure card, a Simba card, and a barrel spider enemy card in the same card. So, because he's not allowed to have fun, pretty much, yeah. You have to play Sora mode first, yes, and that's why you're not allowed to do Riku mode until... You're not allowed to do that until you've gone through the grind and the RNG hell of Sora mode, so... Thinking of playing Birth by Sleep again? Good luck with it if you do. I haven't heard a ton about it, but I've never played it myself. So actually, that's a lie. I have played the first hour of it myself. I don't know. It didn't really trip my trigger, if I'm honest. It just felt slow. I don't know if that makes sense, but by comparison to other Kingdom Hearts games, it felt slow. Maybe that's just me. Good luck with that. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully it goes well for you. I think if I remember correctly, though, speaking of it feeling slow, I think there's like a new... I don't know if it's new, but I think I got recommended a mod for Birth by Sleep, like a video showcasing a mod for Birth by Sleep where it makes the battles faster, I want to say. Excuse me, I don't quite remember how that works. So we've leveled this up. This would be 6 if I leveled up HP. Alright, let's do Darkness for a little bit here, because we don't really need more HP at the moment, and I can't do attack power just yet, so... Alright, anyway. Break this guy's face. Beat them up while I'm at it. I mean, sure, if that's what you want to do, Riku, don't let me stop you. Your Majesty! Oh, it's not like a Simba card, because the thing about Simba is that he hits in front of him only. If the enemies go behind Simba when you use his card, they actually don't get stunned, so the king stuns them no matter which direction they're facing. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Only ever played Ventus mode in Birth by Sleep. There's probably a mod like that, to be honest. I could see it, honestly. I feel like it's something that could exist, because some people don't really like how slow... I remember that being a thing people would complain about Birth by Sleep, and the fact that the combos feel slow. Maybe that's just a Terra mode thing, though. I don't know. I remember Terra being real slow in that one. I think there was a mod called Better Birth by Sleep or something that fixes the gameplay a bit. Okay, gotcha. I feel like that might be tough to install on, but I guess it's not that bad because it's just like an emulator and you just use it for a PSP game and there you go, so. Alright, we're using another Almighty because I still don't like using it for what it's normally used for, so. Alright, let's see how Guard Armor is with this deck. 5 cards to work with for the whole deck and I gotta beat him up. Oh good, that's a great start. Alright, well anyway. I'll wait for him to finish up. I'll just dodge for a little bit until he finishes his little thing. Okay, reload again. Collect up the Mickey cards while we're at it. Okay. And, well, the other Mickey cards as well, so. Let's see what this does. Oh, there goes the first hand at least. And I could use the Insignia card. I'll call it the Insignia card since we actually have Mickey now to, like, fix the rest of him. But, you know. Hold on, I'll do that now. Like this. Switch over to Maleficent's card and go nuts. That's why I haven't been using Maleficent's card, is because I was waiting until we got to the point where we could use it. Eat this! Didn't quite finish him, but... Oh, let me try the homing attack. Okay, so it's just double tap the jump button, and then press the attack button, and he'll do the finishing move right away. That's interesting. Alright, so we get Guard Armor. Unfortunately, you can't take if you don't want to use an enemy card, you can't take it out of the deck. So now it's just going to kind of be stuck there forever. But I think we can just scroll backwards and get to Maleficent's card, if I remember correctly. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. The attack that we used there to hit him like 7 times was Dark Break, by the way. So there you go. Terra's the slow one, definitely. Terra's meant to be slow, strength-only character. Yeah, there you go. Then Aqua's the speedy mage, and Ventus is balanced. Right, yeah. So that was kind of the balance they wanted to strike with them was that. So Terra was slower and stronger. Aqua was faster, but a little bit like... I guess more... I don't know if she's more frail, necessarily, but she's faster than Terra, for sure. And then Ventus is kind of in between. From what you're seeing, Riku mode literally takes away all the things you hated about playing as Sora and is locked behind playing Sora mode. You know, honestly, Marie, that's just about the best way I can describe Riku mode, honestly, is, hey, so you know all those things about Sora mode that are, like, really RNG reliant? You know how you might not want to do them sometimes? Yeah, so Riku mode makes, you know, lets you not do them, but you have to beat Sora mode in order to play it. So needless to say, once I beat Sora mode for the first time, way back as a kid, I never played Sora mode again. I was just like, oh, if I felt like playing Birth by Sleep at all, which was a very rare occurrence, mind you, but I would just boot up Riku mode and I'd just play it again, rather than playing Sora mode. I was like, yeah, nah, Sora mode, not so much, not feeling it, just gonna play as Riku instead. And I mean, they give you overdrive right away, like, what's not to love? Like, you know how much stronger I am than Sora right now? I'm effectively attacking with a B attack power at the moment, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, with overdrive active. And, I mean, we haven't even maxed our attack power yet, either. Like, you can get your attack power up to 30 by the time you're done. You hit like a freight train. So... Aqua has a busted dodge, though? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, she's got that cartwheel thing, if I remember correctly, right? I think I remember seeing the cartwheel, but maybe, like, I watched somebody's... Maybe I watched Sham's old Birth by Sleep gameplay, because I think he used to post them, like, every few days where he'd beat a mysterious figure, I want to say, with different strategies. I feel like that's what it was. No, stand still. I've only got so many cards, man. Can't be whiffing. Oop, like that. Anybody else want some? No, I think that's it. Because this is a tranquil room, so not a whole lot going on. Yeah, you don't really even need to break a lot of the furniture and stuff and the environmental stuff in Riku mode, because you can kind of just... Okay, I'm a full on HP. Okay, I can just move to the next room. It's one of the reasons why this mode is so streamlined. It's because you can just kind of move from room to room very quickly, so. Aqua also has the best guard because it's omnidirectional, that too, and the cartwheel. Yeah, there you go. Stickman Sham is goated. He's great. I love him. He's got, his gameplays are always so interesting to watch, personally. So, like, it's, whenever I see something of his come across my inbox, I'm just like, okay, awesome. Gives me something to watch for a little while. And it's funny because I've interacted with him in other places too, like Jim Reaper. I'm gonna make the deep cut reference to Jim Reaper here. I don't even know if he's listening to this stuff because I don't think he even knows who I am. But when he would do his Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 challenge runs, Sham would actually comment on them, and so you get to interact with him. And this is like. It wasn't like when Sham was like really small as a YouTuber. He was rocking like 15 or 16,000 subscribers at the time, and he'd still be interacting with people on there, so it was pretty cool. It's good to see that, because sometimes with YouTubers, like, they get to a certain point in their subscription count, and they just sort of stop interacting with people that are lower on subscription counts than them. It's kind of a gross behavior, if I'm honest. I don't really like that they do that, but I mean, that's the price of fame, so, you know, it happens. But it was just nice to see that that hasn't hit him in the head yet, you know what I mean, so. Okay, I guess I'll hit the other guy after this. I'm noticing that they don't fall over dead until they're either card broken from the Blizzard animation or it ends. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Just the damage we're dealing. It's so strong. Let me grab that real quick. We're not really taking a whole lot of damage at the moment either, but that's because this is like the first set of worlds. Remember, it was like that in Sora mode too, where like the enemies didn't really deal a whole lot of damage at all in the early going, and then all of a sudden you get to the second set of worlds and they're dealing a lot more damage, you know, so. Something worth thinking about as we go forward. Attack power boost? No? Okay, darkness it is. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do kind of something similar that we did to Sora mode, where we'll do like darkness up to the next multiple of 10. So like I'll go to 20, which is 13, 14, 15. And then we'll raise HP for a few levels and attack power. And then from there we'll move along. I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it with Riku, but I know I want to have 40 dark points by the end. And then every time attack power becomes available, I want to take it. The rest will just go into HP. So I don't really have a plan, but I feel like it'll still work out, you know? We have so many feebles, oh my god. Is this the last room? Hang on, let me look. Is this the exit room? Yeah, I'm making the exit room right now. Okay. So. And I don't think I really need to be too concerned. I don't want to use my strong initiatives here, though. I guess I could use one of these. I've got 4 of them, so. I don't really want to use like all of my really good cards here because there are other points in the game, and Conquer will know exactly what points in the game I'm talking about, where using things like Strong Initiative will come in much more handy for us. So, effectively, I'll just come flat out and say it. If I sound like there's any PTSD for any part of Riku mode, it's because I'm talking about Wonderland. So if you hear me say something about saving something for a worse dungeon or a more important place or anything like that, it's because of Wonderland. Wonderland in Riku mode is rough. It's actively debilitating to play. Like, I will be exhausted by the time we're done with Wonderland, most likely. So, I mean, I'm going to try to use Overdrive as much as possible in order to minimize the amount of suffering we have to do, but I can't guarantee that we won't suffer the same nonetheless. I messed that one up a little bit. Could have done that in 5 attacks if I was doing that correctly. Oh well. I feel like just fighting these guys isn't really worth it at this point, though, because they're not really giving a ton of experience anymore. You know? I guess I could have done it before, because there goes that guy. But I'll fight him anyway, because why not? Ah, lasting daze causes them to be dazed even if they're not in the first wave. That's nice. That's it, so off we go. Just top ourselves off, whatever we can get on the way. Okay, that should do it. This is the top of the hill, so, or almost the top of the hill. There we go. And we're out. I think if I remember correctly, Riku doesn't have a ton of bosses in between floors. I think he has a boss at the end of this set of floors, so like once we do Agrabah, Monstro, and Neverland, he'll have a boss, but I don't feel like he has a boss in between floors. Like Sora had to fight a bunch of bosses in between his second set of worlds, but it was mostly Riku, the replica, to be fair, so. You know, here's one thing that I'm wondering. Did Mickey, I don't remember how this works, but there was that one prologue or prelude to Kingdom Hearts 3. It was I think it was a fragmentary passage. When the king went through the door to darkness, did he find Aqua? Because I feel like, wasn't she... I'm getting deep into spoiler territory probably here, but I feel like she was lost to darkness, if I remember correctly, after Birth by Sleep. And then the door from the first game would have opened to darkness, so maybe the king would have found her there? I don't remember. It's probably a spoiler. You don't have to answer, anybody in the audience that knows this, but like, I feel like he would have seen them, you know? Might play through every KH game again, but this time you'll take your time. That's probably a good idea, yeah, because taking your time with the series is a good thing. It lets you, you know, kind of soak it up and enjoy it a little bit more as you go through. Don't play it, like, super quick, because it'll really, like... it might drain you in certain parts, so... Excuse me. Very actively debilitating. We recommend saving as many Feeble Darkness cards for that world as needed. Dude, that sounds so creepy, yeah. If you're talking... I don't know if you're talking about the Feeble Darkness or Zexion talking about Sense, but both of them, yes, very creepy. Look, stop trying to connect Nomura threads. It's too much of a headache without a damn flowchart or guide. Yeah, you know, honestly, probably true. He was writing by the seat of his pants for most of the series anyway, so I feel like, you know. Don't remember, think he went to go help Riku and left Aqua. Okay, fair enough. So maybe that's why he's seeing Riku here, because he's helping Riku. He had to make a decision or something. I don't know. Good question. Oh, because of Sora. I mean, I guess that would, you know, he'd want to follow along, because that way they could, you know, Sora's looking for him, so he'd be like, okay, he's looking for me, so I'll go find him. Oh, great. So yeah, Riku mode happens alongside Sora mode, basically. They're happening at the same time. While Sora beats his way up to the top of the castle, Riku's beating his way to the ground floor where Sora came in, so he can knock the door down and leave. So... And apparently, while Marluxia's trying to do whatever with Sora, rather than spoilers and spoilers, because both of them can use Keyblades too, Vexen is trying to overthrow the overthrow of the organization that Marluxia's doing by using Riku for whatever. Okay. Fair enough. Anyway, already to basement 10th floor, so let's keep moving. We might get all these worlds done in one day, honestly. I feel like that's not unreasonable to do. Neverland? I'm kind of feeling Neverland, honestly. It doesn't really matter which one we go do. I think... I mean, I guess we get Parasite Cage out of the way early no matter what, because we get to do Monstro and Riku's first set, so, like, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Neverland. Getting a little extra experience here, too. Look at all this extra EXP. Should help a little bit. Let's take a look at the deck that he's got going on here. We got 20 cards to work with. That's not terrible. It goes down and then up again, so that's not awful, I guess. We can work with it. We'll get card broken a lot in this chunk, but... And I'm not a big fan of them when they do this, where they put the 0 card, like, in the middle of his deck. Like, why would you do that? If I need to break something, that means I gotta frantically scroll through all these cards to make sure I can do it. Like, that's not gonna work. We do, however... It's not really a huge deal here, because if I need to break something, we have the Pirate card, and the Pirate card changes the value of all of your cards to 0. So if you need to break something, if you need to beat Captain Hook by just breaking him over and over again, by all means, do it. So, and then just whatever else we've got, which is Guard Armor and Maleficent. So, needless to say, the vast majority of our card use in terms of enemy cards will just be Maleficent. So, like, it's just, her card is just that good. So, oh, look, we killed the air pirates in 3 hits. No, stop that. Okay, there we go. I don't know if this king card's gonna do a whole lot for me, because he'll probably, yeah, card break the king before he can heal me. Why do 0 cards for your friends exist? Like, that almost feels like it would be really bizarre, because then it's like, if you just play that card, you're gonna get broken, like, immediately. But if you play that card with something else, it's not adding value to anything, you know? Oops. Oh, well. I guess we'll use all 0s then, for a little bit. Do some card breaking while we're at it. That's not card breaking. There we go. Stop it. Okay. Try that one again. There we go. It must be more than the amount because we were at 18 dark points there and I didn't transform, so... Huh. I wonder what the requirement is. I guess I don't really go into dark mode too much in this mode. Maybe, like, because I usually only do it during boss fights? I guess. So. Sir, please get out of my way. There's experience for the getting. Stop that. Bonk. Alright. Me finish fighting all these Heartless and then I'll take a look at what I missed in chat, because I'm sure I missed a bunch at this point, so... I'll be right with all of you. I'm currently stuck in the middle of a bunch of Heartless, so... I mean, probably just the best way to do that section would be just to slight there. So, that would be the best way I could guess to... When you get to that section of the deck when it's just ones and zeros, so... Okay, heal up a little with the treasure chests on Captain Hook's ship, and then we can move right along. If you do Wonderland the speedrun way, it's not that bad. Yeah, honestly, like, that goes for Wonderland in KH1 and Wonderland in this game, so it's not that bad in that way. And I don't remember what the speedrun version of Wonderland KH1 is, but yeah, it's not too bad in either one if you do that. So the speedrun in Wonderland in this game is basically just open a room, run past all the Heartless, profit. So kind of want to skip KH1 because of Wonderland. I mean, I guess it's not my favorite world from KH1, but I don't know. I guess I didn't find it that bad, so. You always get lost and turned around. Honestly, same. Yeah, and I could see that, honestly, because, like, there's multiple different ways to enter there's only a few rooms, but there's multiple different ways to enter each room, and so you end up, like, getting twisted around and turned around, just like what you'd expect from Wonderland, because Wonderland is the kind of place that would get you turned around in a lot of cases, so. Friend back when the OG game came out let you play while they were in Wonderland, and you were just super lost. Yeah, that sounds about right. Panic summons, like the novelty of card breaks, but you hate the card system. You used to like it, grew to stop liking it over time. I just, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of the RNG that's involved in a lot of it with Sora mode. With Riku mode, I can kind of deal with it. It's kind of like, okay, well, the developers could beat this section, so that means I have to be able to beat this section, because if I couldn't, it wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't have designed it that way, you know. This isn't like supposed to be some super difficult mode. It is, I think, supposed to be slightly more difficult than Sora mode because you don't have direct control of your cards, but, like, you know, it's not supposed to be that kind of difficult, so I'm stuck in a treasure chest. I was gonna say, Riku, go quicker, because you're gonna get card broken if you keep going like this, man. Of course, he's lagging at the moment because there's so many enemies on the screen, but, you know. I'll take those, thank you. Goodbye. Run circles around him, Riku. Yeah, see how long Overdrive lasts? It's basically just like every single battle you can get through pretty much without having to worry too much about Overdrive. Like, it'll be in a random battle situation, it'll basically last the whole battle, so that's why it's just so good. It just really, and there's no, like, downside to not using it, you know what I mean? So, like, or no downside to using it, rather, so there's not really a point to not use it, you know? Go on into Iwana. Of course, the only annoying part in some situations with Riku mode is that the enemies will, like, oh, hey, so I just have 6 cards all over the place. And it's like, okay, I have 4s. So, sometimes that can be a little annoying and tricky to deal with, because then it's like, okay, what do I do in this circumstance? All my cards from here to the next 4 or 5 cards are just crap. So, but you work with it, you know. Get out of my way, there's experience to be getting behind you. Your Majesty! Might as well use them because my deck was out anyway, so. I'm all out of bullets, I gotta reload. Ah, right. The part of the deck that I can't do anything with because I don't have anything that's good enough in terms of numbers. I mean, I could just scroll past them, I guess, but, you know. Good. Another level. I'll take that. Ow. Okay, well, those cards were pretty low level, but they'll get the job done in that particular case, so. Your Majesty! Let's see it. See, yeah, not a whole lot of healing there, but it does enough damage to get rid of that guy from like half his health, so that'll help. Attack power! I'll take it. Alright. Is that it? I feel like this mingling turned into stagnant space. Oh, good, barrel spiders. I love barrel spiders. Oh, God. Ow, ow. Your Majesty, I'm dying. They're exploding on me. I'm just gonna scroll all the way past. And there's a lot of barrel spiders in here. Try and beat a few of them just to get a little experience out of these things at least. There we go. We got the last one, so. The last one is the one with the map card, so that's the important part. There we go. Alright, where the hell am I going anyway? Oh, okay, I just gotta 1, 2, 3, and then do that, and then open the exit room. Can't open the exit room until later, though, because the door in the exit room is always open, so, like, if you could open it, you could just leave the floor without fighting the boss. Doesn't really work out, so. So we'll do a 2, a 3, and a 4, and then we're good. Sure, I'll do a sleeping, why not? Getting decent chunks of experience out of this room or this floor anyway, so I might as well make it a little easier on myself. Wonder if I'm gonna have to like scroll through more than once when we get to the part where like once we get Captain Hook's card, I wonder if he's gonna be at the end of the deck rather than Maleficent's. Hopefully not, because Maleficent being at the end of the deck is one of those like little texts that you can just use if you know what you're doing. Like that. And then just 2 hits, boom, done. Nice. Now. I'm stunned. I'm stunned again. Never mind. Didn't realize he only had 1 hit left in the tank. I wouldn't have done the sleight if I knew that. If I had only paid a little more attention. Oh, I thought that was a Heartless. I think that was only 2 though, so let me go back and then go forward and see if yeah, there's a 3rd one. We already got 2 Mickey cards? Hell yeah, dude. Bah! Just knock them around. Just gonna scroll past that. Just leave all that on the table. Level up again. definitely boosting our levels pretty effectively here. So, and our DP's at 20, so that's pretty good. You know, I might end it at 30 actually. Like, I feel like 40 might be overkill, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So, we'll see how much damage I'm taking in the second set of worlds, you know. So, oh, we got plenty of feebles for that. I should probably save my sleepings as well, because you never know when Wonderland's gonna decide to show its ugly face. I could use a strong initiative, I guess. Why not? Just get rid of the first wave pretty quickly. Although here, the first wave doesn't really seem to be the problem. It seems to be the additional waves that happen after them that are problematic. So, and then they have maxed HP values. So. Probably shouldn't have done that, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, reload deck for me, Mickey, and give me a Kiraga while you're at it. Thank you. You'll note also that Riku keeps overdrive when his deck is reloaded. It's pretty nice because it's based on the number of attacks that you have left rather than the number of reloads, so that's definitely helpful. It's just one of those effects on the card that makes it even better than it already was, you know. Oh wow, I was dodging there and I wasn't getting nowhere. He wasn't letting me go. Sir, I have not committed a crime. You have to release me. That's actually not true in Riku's case at all. He's definitely committed a crime. He's been robbing the princesses from their world. I mean, granted, he was doing it at Maleficent's request, but... Alright, there we go. Get back here! Well, that worked pretty nicely. 4, eh. Actually, a 4 might work against these guys. I don't think they have very high-level cards, so... The stun isn't very long, by the way, I think, if you only use one Mickey card. I think the stun lasts longer the more cards you use, so... The teaming 9 should help pretty good, though, for any of those larger worlds. Bye! I just love how it's just one hit in strong initiative for most of the enemies at this point because our attack power is so high. Should I use a 0 or a 6? Jesus. Okay, so let's do that for more HP. I feel like 170 is a pretty good value. I might get it up to 200 before I raise darkness points again. But like I said, I don't really have a plan for Riku's stat bonuses at level up. It's kind of just something I'm just doing, you know. Just for the hell of it. Okay. I do like the experience we're getting in this world, though. That's pretty nice. Oh my lord. Your Majesty? Use a little help. There we go. Nice. Got rid of a few of them while we were at it, too. Not bad. I'll take it. Okay. That it? I think that's it. Okay, top off and then we'll keep them moving. I really don't have to be like super involved with the like keeping my levels up, but I don't know, it's like a lot of Riku mode can be spent just sort of running through rooms, so I feel like just to drag it out a little bit I might as well like fight a few things while I'm at it, you know. Especially in worlds like this where I can actually afford to fight a few more things because, well, the enemies here give good experience relative to the experience we'd get in other places in the first set of worlds, so. I'll use a looming here. Just because. Why not? This is the last room before the boss, then we open that one, and then we're good to go. Alright, cool. Take that. I'll take that. And then, I guess let the king do it. Get the finishing blow. Yep. How many map cards do I have now, anyway? Oh, 74, yeah, so we're in great shape in terms of our map cards. We should have plenty for the remainder of the game now. Like I said, normally in the speed run, they do a little farming in Traverse Town, so they don't have to worry about their map card totals going forward. But in our case, since we're fighting a whole bunch of stuff anyway, we don't really need to worry about that now, do we? Bonk. Yeah, with the experience that we're getting from this world as well, like, no, that's definitely worth it to fight more monsters here, more Heartless here than fighting in other places. So. I don't remember. I feel like Neverland probably gives the most experience out of the first starting worlds that Riku gets. I mean, it's like, it's more end game than the other worlds that you have available in the first set. Like, it's Hollow Bastion is just kind of his first world that he just goes to randomly, but then you've got Traverse Town, Agrabah, and Monstro, which were in Sora's first set, and then this, which is in Sora's second set. So I feel like it'd just naturally give more relative to the rest, you know. Just killed a B rank in 14 because you're bored. Turned around and it respawned there. I thought I killed you! Probably a necromancer in the area, something like that, yeah. But they do that just to make sure that everybody can access that B rank because they wanted to make sure that it didn't, like, because if people need that B rank for their, I think for their weeklies, if I remember correctly, they can have a B rank. I forget how it works exactly, it's been too long. But, yeah, so if they need it, they want to make sure they have access to it right away, so. It's been too long since I've played 14, I don't remember how things work. Pretty soon we'll get an attack boost and then we can kill those Dark Balls in 3 hits from now until maybe the end of the game? I feel like by the end of the game, yeah, they probably still... I don't feel like the enemies, like the random encounters, got any more HP further in the game, you know? But I could be wrong about that. Oh, wait, hang on, I figured out the tech here. That's the tech. You do your first 3-hit combo, and then you do a slight, and then you save the 0 card, and then you do another slight, and then you start attacking regularly again. Maybe it's not one combo. Here it is. Do this. There we go. Then save the 0, slight these, and then go like that. Okay, I get it now. It's a little more work than I'd like to be doing for my 0 cards, because I usually just like having them, you know, just be chilling at the end of the deck, but it is what it is, I guess. It's working out pretty good. Just takes a little doing. That's kind of one of the things, though, about Riku mode, is that, like, it's a lot of the same thing over and over again, but you can invent little mini-games to kind of keep yourself from getting too bored, like seeing if you can outrun Heartless, like I just did. So... Or, you know, trying to find little text with the deck that they give you where you can still use it effectively, you know? Like in this particular case where I'm trying to use it as effectively as I can by, you know, using the slights where the slights would be most useful, which is, you know, obviously when you're not, when you'd use the 0 card when you're trying to break somebody, and then if there's 1s, 2s, or 3s, it's like, okay, well, I'm only going to use those together because then they can break the other cards, so, yeah. So there's little things you can do to make it more interesting, I guess. So, what do we need? Green 5 or above. Stagnant Space, you are coming in clutch for this one because I don't particularly like you as a type of card. So, like you get that, but it literally respawned behind you. It was like, hey, so you remember that part where you thought that I was dead? Not so much. That's funny. It's literally the teleports behind you meme, except it can't kill you. Alright, Captain. Let's see what you can do. Okay, then do this. Probably won't break his, stock, because, okay. Oh. Okay, that works. I might have to do more slights than I thought. Okay. I mean, if that's how you want to do it, man, I will. So. Kind of trying to save this for combo and present there, which is his slight. There we go. Hang on. There it is. All right, Riku, let's give it to him. Let's give it to him again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good enough. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh my god, it hits multiple times. What the hell? That move's busted. Oh my lord, I'm going to kill everything with that. Did you see that? Now, okay, so that's the homing attack that I was talking about earlier. You double jump, so like you jump and then you jump again. So if you jump and then you jump again in dark mode, Riku homes in behind the enemy. So we were talking about enemies teleporting behind you just a minute ago. Riku literally teleports behind the enemy when you double jump with him. But if you attack while you're still in the air, that like overhead smash that he does is the third hit in his 3-hit combo in dark mode. And it hits multiple times, which means you can skip right to the combo ender in this mode, in dark mode. Okay, listen, I feel like I just found some new tech that I've never seen before. Oh my god. We are going to destroy everything with that. Welcome back, Draconia. Had to do some paperwork. Oh, fun. Paperwork at, well, I don't know if it's 8:49 at night for you, but that's what it is for me. I love having to do paperwork at almost 9 o'clock at night. That's a whole lot of fun. I was just messing around with Captain Hook, and we got into dark mode, and I found the little thing where you do the jump and then the homing teleport, and then you do his attacking move, and it does like 2 to 3 hits. Excuse me, which I've never used before. And now I feel like I found something busted. I probably did, because it hits 2 to 3 times, so like, we'll see how that works, but I get the feeling it will be very useful to me. This needs a 2 or above. I don't really need a moment's reprieve. I guess I could lasting days. Should you play chronological order, release order, or should you make a wheel of the KH games and let the wheel decide? Spin the wheel! Yeah, I'm kind of a fan of the wheel, honestly, because then it's like, I mean, it depends on if you've played in chronological order or release order before this, but like, You can't really go wrong with the wheel, you know what I mean? That'll kind of let you... It won't let you follow the story along exactly, but it'll let you kind of do a bunch of different things in a different order than what you're used to. So, and I mean, that's 3 spin the wheels, so I guess you know where our priorities lie. We like leaving it up to RNG around here, apparently. I see you saying something again. Let me just deal with the Heartless real quick, and then I'll be right with you. Okay, well, stop that there. Okay, I guess since I'm hitting these guys anyway, I might as well. Oh, Your Majesty, you gave me an 8. That'll help. It's also 8:50 at night for you. Yes, I love doing paperwork at almost 9 o'clock at night. That's lovely. Oh boy. I mean, I get it. I've had to do that for school stuff recently, so I totally understand it. My school stuff still hasn't gotten back to me on whether or not I'll have a financial aid package next semester either. It's a little annoying because, like, if I don't have a financial aid package, I can't go. So we'll have to see how that all goes, but I feel like probably they're just gonna get back to me when the parking passes become available, which isn't until like July. So I just gotta be patient with them. Patience is a virtue, after all. Oh right, lasting days. So these guys are dazed and confused for even longer than usual. There we go. Had to beat my way through. And now we're good. I kind of want to save the moments reprieves a little bit, but I don't feel like... If I remember correctly, in Riku mode, you don't have to save them for as much, because Castle Oblivion's maps in Riku mode aren't nearly as long as they are in Sora mode. Like, you don't have to beat your way through, like, 15 rooms in order to get to the boss of the area. I think it's only, like, 3 or 4 rooms with Riku, so... It'll make that a little easier for us anyway. Stop it. I'll take another strong initiative, that's nice. I will save those for some of the later stuff, because strong initiative in some of the worlds is... it's pretty nice. Okay. Stop it. I think I just left some EXP on the table over there, but that's okay. Almost to another level, and there are still Heartless left to fight, so good. And there's the level. Very nice. Your Majesty, can you stun them again for me? Might as well. Why not? Yeah, I shouldn't have used that last one. Oh well. Well, now I can slight them, so... Probably that Dark Ball's gonna break this, but no, never mind. He did not break this. Good. And thus I remain at full HP. I mean, I would have been anyway because I leveled up, but, you know. Attack power! Okay, we're gonna start raising dark points again after this. It's getting a little ridiculous. We haven't raised dark points in a while. Oh yeah, that's why I don't use these cards too often, because, like... Usually the room setups that they give you when you use these green cards is stuff like this, where the rooms are just all ridiculously vertical and you have to go climbing all over the places to get where you want to go. So, your first playthroughs were in chronological order, so you shall do the wheel. Good decision. I like this decision. Could save those moments reprieves for Wonderland if you really don't want to fight there. Yeah, you know, and honestly, that might not be a bad idea. That might be a pretty good use of my time and cards in that particular case, so... Oh, do I have to fight here? I thought he didn't have to fight until the next area. Is it the next area? No, because I've got Agrabah and Monstro left still. So, it's not the next area. Oh, well. If we have to fight, whatever. What does that mean? Okay, why are you talking in circles? Yeah. No, he means he is nobody, as in capital letter N, nobody. Actually. Oh, we'll talk about that at the beginning of KH2. What, are you looking at the darkness in his heart? He doesn't have a heart, so how would you see darkness? I mean, there's darkness in everybody. So, like, except the princesses of heart, that's kind of the point, so. Oh, we have to fight Vexen. Okay, that's fine. I can fight Vexen. With Dragon Maleficent. Ah, right, he guards frontal attacks. Stop that. I will run circles around you if I have to. Do I have 0 cards here? I do have 0 cards here, good. I'm just kind of stalling until I go into dark mode, if I'm honest, at this point. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can stock here. That'll work. Eat this! Yeah, that wasn't quite as good as I wanted it to be. Probably because I'm hitting him from the front. No. Do I have to break out? I do have to break out. Okay. Alright, Dark Aura time! Riku, hit him, please. Okay, never mind. Stop it. See how this does. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, he guarded that one, but if he faces me, I can do that, and then do that. Ah. We found the tech, boys! Come on, face me. Oh my god, this is so much more effective than everything else. Why? Why is this so much more effective than anything else? Your Majesty, get out of my way. I have to do other stuff. Wow, he stocked that slight so fast. Did you see that? Oh, maybe it's not as effective as I wanted it to be because I just teleported behind him and yeah, it got murked instantly. Oh, it did 3 hits there though, so maybe it is as good as I said. I mean, it saves my overdrives too, right? Because now I'm getting like 2 attacks out of every hit, so that's kind of nice if I can hit him. Which means I'm maximizing my attack power, really. So, I'll take it. That tech probably wasn't fully tested. No, probably not. Because if it was, they would know just how busted it is. Because, like, that means you get between 60 and 90 attacks out of Overdrive if you completely save Overdrive for Dark Mode. You get 90 hits if you get, like, if you're fighting a really big target. That's atrocious. That will kill everything in the entire mode. From full to empty. Like, I mean, card breaks will happen, but, like, oh my gosh. Like, as soon as we went in, I was like, okay, well, we could do some slights, but we could also do this. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Just kind of get behind them, and then it's all good, so. All right, 2 more worlds. We might be able to beat both of them before the end of the stream. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, I'll go Monstro next. It doesn't really matter which one, honestly. Like, we're just kind of getting through each world, so. Alright, well, potential for barrel spiders incoming, but that's kind of just several of the worlds here anyway, so. Alright, what are we working with? Kind of random looking deck. Search Ghost so I can get HP back, so that's not terrible. Excuse me. Also, it's nice that they stuck Hook behind Dragon Maleficent. Like, they must have known. No, we really should have the players, like, encourage them to use Dragon Maleficent as much as possible. So, like, keep it at the end of the deck, you know? So, I feel like they have to have known that, you know? Otherwise, why would they have done that? Probably shouldn't have broken that yet. Oh well. Stop it. Riku, you didn't break them before they could recover. Alright, go beat up the Green Requiems while we're at it. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bizarre deck because there's those ones just kind of thrown in there, which obviously makes things a little tougher. But yeah, I guess I'll work with it. Not really great experience-wise, though. It might be worth it to just kind of meander my way through here, because, like, if we're getting low experience for fighting, then why continue fighting, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if that means to do moments reprieves or what. Probably I wouldn't do it that way. I'd just, like, fight a couple of things, and then that's it, so... Riku, please hit the enemy. It's not that hard, man. Don't make it this hard. Your Majesty, can you hit this guy before it... he's not going to actually heal because he's got full HP, so never mind. Well, we leveled up anyway a little bit, so that's fine. I'll take some darkness while I'm here. The wheel chose Dream Drop Distance. Oh, that's an awful first one. Interesting first one. Good luck with it. If it's not your favorite, then, I mean, when I use the wheel to choose games that I want to play, I always give myself a mulligan, so feel free to use yourself a mulligan if you're not a fan. So, I think for this world, I feel like I'm just going to beat my way, because it's Parasite Cage, and I really hate Parasite Cage, so I feel like I'm just going to go here and then kind of go here, you know? Like, whatever. If we need to level up later, like if we're really struggling at a certain point, because we're not going to struggle now that we did Neverland, you know what I mean? So, I feel like if I need to level up, I'll just do it later. So, with that being said, speedrun time, here we go! Running. I mean, away. I have enough cards to do so I'm not really too concerned by it, honestly. I need a 1. I got a moment's reprieve. I actually have 2, so I'll use 1. Why not? And we just need to go 1 up, and then 1, 2, 3 from there. Okay, well, that's a lot of rooms to open, but I'll take it. So it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I can handle that. Don't even need these HP balls, because I can just save. So. Yeah, I feel like now that we did Neverland, because it's going to have more experience available than these other worlds, it's almost not worth it to even fight your way through most of these other ones, because, like, the experience you're going to get for them is not going to be great, so. Just realized the only ones without an HD remaster is 358 and Recoded. Yeah, so, because you've got Recom, so that one has HD, an HD remaster, but 358 and Recom, just nothing. You gotta just, if you want to play them, you gotta find the emulated version or play them on their native hardware, so. These guys give decent experience? I don't know, it kind of feels like they do. Well, whatever. It's fine. And how are we doing on map cards, actually? Let me look at that, too. 86. Okay, yeah, I feel like we're in pretty good shape there. Okay, air soldiers. Well, we got 48 experience from those 3 shadows, so that's not terrible. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, okay, sure. That's fine, I guess. Alright, that'll get rid of you. Reload my deck. And then off we go. I mean, I guess that was 200 experience. That's not awful, but, like... I don't know, last time I beat this mode, I was in, like, the... think the low 40s. I think it was 43, if I want to say, I beat the mode, so I feel like that's a pretty safe bet, you know. So. I mean, we're halfway there at this point, just about. We're at level 21, which is pretty high, considering. Okay, well, I'll take it. Oh, I'm gonna use that a lot now. I feel like I'm just now that I've found it, I just can't like look away from it, you know. Your Majesty, I'm gonna need you to have a better card than a 3. It's not gonna work if it's just a 3. Okay, that works though. I don't know, I feel like I've had my fill at this point. I'm ready to move to the next section. Or I can fight that guy. I mean, I guess Parasite Cage is right there, so it might be better to fight this battle so I can maybe get an MM Miracle off and get some HP back, so. I'm wondering why I'm having such a hard time killing that guy. I didn't use Dragon Maleficent. Bonk. Taking you for a ride. I'm like, wait a minute, no, something's wrong here. I'm not killing nearly as fast as I normally do. Figured it out, just had to use my brain a little bit. Alright, anyway. Yep, hoping 2.5 would remaster 358. You wanted multiplayer with organization members pack would have been cool for sure. Yeah, I just feel like then they would have had to like open up servers and stuff like that for it, and I feel like they didn't want to do that, so. But no, we get the updated cutscenes instead. Don't think they ever gave a reason for no 358. You wouldn't resist the One Ring's temptation? I suppose not. Love so much about 358. Changing decks to suit situations, different keyblades do or don't have combos. You mulliganed and got recom. Okay, well, that's not terrible then. I mean, like, you're already primed for Chain of Memories because I'm playing it. So, like, it kind of gives you something that's like, okay, that's familiar enough to me, you know? So. I wonder if that homing attack will work as well on Parasite Cage. Probably not, right? Like, I gotta imagine. I'm actually gonna wait to use Overdrive until we're a little closer. Like until we've broken a little bit more stuff. There's the ones, there's the ones. Go jump on this thing. Get out of the acid pool. Jump back. I'm kind of trying to wait for him to do an attack, but he's not really cooperating much. So, because the more attacks he does, the more I'll be able to break him and get into dark mode faster. So. Go on, do an attack. There you go. Trying to get rid of my ones. That's why I'm stocking them as the first card in the slate, so. In case you're wondering, like, what the hell I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. Alright, well, that'll work a little bit. Oh, good. We made it. Yep, 3 hits. I haven't even used Maleficent's card. I haven't needed it so far. Ow. Oh, okay. I'm out of it again. That's fine. I was gonna say, Riku, please hit him. Oh my god, please, just... Where is his hitbox? Why am I having so much trouble getting his hitbox? Like, come on. It's not that hard. Come over here, a little experience. There you go. Parasite Cage is my least favorite boss in this game, in case that wasn't immediately clear to everyone watching. Like, it sucks. Hitboxes are wonky, attacks are bizarre, you stand on the ground and you get hurt just from standing there. It can suck an egg, for all I care. So... You get to grind for Lethal Frame again. Yay! You could play the game without Lethal Frame if you want to, but then again, that sounds like you'd be hurting yourself, so I don't think I'd recommend that. So... Oh good, they stuck Parasite Cage over here too. Now, Parasite Cage will probably be useful. Like, I used it once in the Sora mode to break Double Slight with Marluxia, but I'll try to use it a little bit more in this one to break any additional slighting that the enemies do, so... Hopefully that'll work out okay. As I say, I'm gonna break this and get a barrel spider, I just know it. Where's the door? Wait, what do you mean? The door wasn't on the walls here, was it? It's not right there. I mean, it's gotta be up here then, right? I just missed it up here. Oh, it's up, like all the way up then. There it is, okay. Lethal Frame is really good in Recom. Do what Mono did and use raids. Yeah, raids are pretty good. They fixed Thunder Raid in Recom from my understanding, so like you can actually use it, unlike me. I wasn't able to use Thunder Raid because it only hit once rather than potentially 5 times like it does in this game, so I'll use an Almighty. If we're not going to fight anything, then I'll use an Almighty. Why not? And how many more rooms do I get to open up? 1, 2. Okay, good. Run! And I do mean away. Am I full on HP? No, not quite. That's not HP. That's a barrel spider. Oh, God. Okay. Try again. Better. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Those shadows are freaking out over there. I need to open one room after this. So, how about we do a stagnant and then another stagnant? That sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna, like, get stuck on scenery or something. Actually, I was needing to check HP. Hold on. As far as I'm aware, by the way, there are no key to rewards rooms for Riku. I don't really know why, because you can't change his deck anyway, so like I don't know why they would exist if they do, but I'm pretty sure they don't, so just in case you're wondering, you know, is it worth it to skip these rooms because I might be missing something? No, you're really not. Like there's no Moogle rooms, there's no Moogle points, there's no other Keyblades or anything like that. It's just straight up, hey, do you need HP? No? Then skip it. That's what I'm doing. Parasite Cage is so evil in Recom because you need to get the stupid special card to drain the floor before you can attack. They force you to get the special card before you can even attack it? God, Recom, why did you make that boss worse? I didn't think it was possible. That's awful. Oh my god. Well, anyway, Vexen's off doing Vexen things, and Sora's off doing Sora things. I feel like Zexion and Lexaeus, honestly, they kind of stand around a whole lot in this room. Like, this feels like a sitcom, except it's not very funny. So, was that the case? Been a while since you played Recom. Yeah, I feel like if that's the case, oh my god. Yeah, it feels like these two just kind of brood in this dark room for, like, a while in this game. I think they do a couple of things later, but, like, they're not as actively involved as like Larxene and Axel are in the story. And that's saying something, because Larxene was really only involved like twice. So, you know. Alright, last one, Agrabah. And then I feel like probably we can fight the boss that comes up after this, and then we can either call it a day or do like a short world after that. Let's check the EXP before we do anything here. I got the Fat Bandit card. I forget what that one even does. Okay, at least I still hit that guy. Okay, 70's not bad, actually. I can take 70. I can definitely deal with 70. Bonk. Oh look, and another king card that was trying to escape from me. Yeah, get behind him there, Riku. There you go. That probably won't kill him, but it'll stun him for a little bit so I can get behind him. Does your sidestep not have as many iframes as Sora's dodge roll, Riku? Feels that way. Just based on what I just saw. Huh. We'll do darkness. Probably we'll get darkness up to like 30, and then I'll just go for HP for a little while. Maybe we'll get it up higher after that. I don't know. I should really check his deck and see what he gets. Outside of just, like, I see Fat Bandit, but honestly, I could not tell you what Fat Bandit does off the top of my head. I mean, the deck looks pretty good, just from judging from what I've used so far. Like, I haven't had any trouble. I think the shadows are getting a little stronger, though. I don't think I killed that guy in one hit. Like I have, or 2 hits like I have been. Goodbye, Shadow. I mean, that was like 210 experience from each fight, so that's not awful. I can take that, you know. We get a high potion here, that's not awful either. Increased damage when hitting enemies from behind. Okay, that could be pretty good. Although, see, this is the thing that gets me, though, is like, okay, they give you this, which has a very specific condition, but like, this just gives you attack power up and probably a comparable amount to this for nothing. Like, it's... I don't have to be behind them, I just hit them and then they fall over. Like, I mean, okay, if that's what you want to do, but... what's the map look like here, anyway? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, that, 6, 7, 8. So, 5, 6, so 7 rooms and then the key door to open. I guess I'll fight in this room, just for the hell of it, but I really don't feel like fighting all that much, so... I could go grab the other Mickey card, but it's okay. I can grab one now, instead. Alright, let's see. Yeah, they are getting a little stronger. Because that one took 2 hits with Overdrive active and it still was alive. It might just be that my attack power is not increasing proportionally to their HP values, that's all. Let's get rid of those guys, and then we should be a little bit better off. Alright, got the healers, that's good. Didn't even intend to dodge there, but I'll take it. I don't know how I just bob and weaved around that, but sure, I'll take that too. Alright, go take care of you guys, because you're separated from this guy now, which will make it a little easier to hit you. He hit me when I went behind him. Alright then, Riku. Sure. That's what you want to do. So it looks like the main enemies that give me good experience are the Fat Bandits. It looks like everything else is kind of like iffy experience-wise. So. You know, probably Dark Break is going to be pretty good against the boss of this area, now that I think about it, because, like, if Iago's up in the air all the time anyway, it should work pretty well, because that Dark Break takes you up in the air automatically for those 5 hits, so, like, I thought it was 7, though, for the longest time, like, that's what I thought right now, but that's okay. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3 hits, and you're done. Alright, that should be it for this room. Grab some HP and then get the heck out. Maybe it's just exhaustion, though, honestly. Like, I mean, I know I've had a few days off from playing this game, so I probably shouldn't be exhausted from playing it, but, like, maybe that's why I'm deciding, okay, no, I'm not going to fight so much, I'm just going to run through. But it's just tough for me because I got so much extra experience in Neverland by comparison to some of these other places, and now you go to the other places and it's like, oh, I'm getting less experience, you know? So, you remember correctly, although you haven't played since 2021. Definitely don't remember that. Dang, that's going to be rough. Yeah. Godspeed and good luck with that one. Hopefully it isn't too terribly bad of a boss fight for you, but, like, yeah, good lord, that's a hell of a condition to have to deal with while you're trying to play that game already. So, hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I go up the middle, I actually don't have to open up as many rooms. I can just go straight this way and then do it. So let's do that. Because why not? I'll do another Almighty. If I'm not going to fight anyway, I might as well just burn those cards, you know, while I'm at it. Okay. Okay. I said I'm not going to fight, so what part of that did you guys not understand? There we go. Alright, 4 above, so... Yeah, I guess I could fight in a strong initiative room. Maybe I should have used the Lasting Days, though, because then what if a Fat Bandit spawns after the first wave? Then that makes this a lot tougher, you know? Oh, it's 2 hits, okay. Oh my god, it's lagging the hell out of the screen! Listen, I think this game has really high fidelity graphics, but, like, sometimes it's a little too much for the system, I think. They did a lot with it, but, like, sometimes the system just can't handle it. Might make another level before we fight Jafar, actually. Barrel spider. No thank you. Okay. I'm gonna run over here, actually. You can explode over there instead. Oh, good. Got rid of all the healers right away. Nice and quick. I don't know who he was aiming at there, but okay, sure, Riku, you do you. Actually, don't even know if this will work too well, because, yeah, he can just kind of for that, but... Okay. Ow. Yeah, I don't know that I like these battles so much, so maybe I won't fight here as much as I was thinking I was gonna. I don't like these battles with, like, 3 green Requiems in them. Like, that one don't trip my trigger so much. And I guess it's fine, but, like, I'd rather not, actually, if I had a choice. But I guess we get a level up out of it, so that's fine. I'll do Darkness again. We'll just get it to 30, and then I'll stop for a while. I'll probably just do HP for a little bit, and then... I feel like... So that would be 25. I feel like 10 levels worth of HP would get me to 350, so at that point we'd be level 35, and then I'd be a little more comfortable with saying, okay, let's do darkness again. So, I think we'll do it that way. Alright, let's go find the exit. Pardon me, fellas. Seriously? I mean, alright, but like... right on top of me. Is this the right way? I think this is the right way. I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay. So go this way first. Don't hit the enemy by accident. That would have been a tragedy in motion. Another almighty. Excuse me. And then, am I full on HP? Not quite. Alright, time to play Russian roulette with the barrel spiders. Alright, what do we need here? A 0 card. Okay, we have one there, but are there any ones that I know I'm not going to use? Yeah, there we go. Alright, Jafar time. Let's see what he can do. See, the nice thing about Riku is that he can jump up a little higher than Sora can, so like these platforms won't be as big of a problem for him, I don't think. This one probably still will, but Jafar's over there now, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I spoke too soon. Yeah, the extra height will help. I just did that because it would card break him. I didn't expect him to just let it happen, like the whole way through, you know? Oh, great. No. Can I reach Iago from here? I mean, I can probably do it from here, but... No, don't aim for Jafar, aim for Iago. Okay. I probably should just use overdrive at this point, though. Like, just get it out of the way, you know. Sit down, Jafar. I'm busy. I don't have time for you. Oh my god. Man, I got really high up there. Okay, I guess I'll just go. I mean, if we don't go dark mode this time, I'm okay with it, you know, like... We don't need it for every fight. Oh, okay. Bye. See? Don't need it for every fight. I think Jafar's card is also pretty good in this mode because it gives you the attack bracer ability, which prevents you from being card broken when you have an attack card on the field, so that can be kind of nice. It can help a little bit with, like... I think if I remember right, it works pretty good in dark mode if you're doing the tech that I was doing there. Because, like, at least I would imagine it would in practice, because if you're just using a singular attack card, you're obviously at risk of being card broken by anybody who can stock cards. So, if you use attack bracer while that's out, you don't have to worry about being card broken. So, that's kind of nice, I would think. Anyway. Alright, 2 rooms. 5 and 6. What do I have for moments reprieves here? Because I'm probably going to have to fight the replica when I go into the next area, so I'm going to want to put a moment's reprieve down. So let's do this. And just not fight anything, and just go straight like this, if I can hit it, and then go like that. There you go. Does it say jump or a hit? It's a hit. Okay. I guess I don't really need to do that because the save point's right here and that fully heals me, so, you know. Alright, let's see what's waiting for me behind this door. It's probably the replica, like I said. Considering the reaction we just got from Riku, I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, there he is. True. Very true. It's funny how you'll just come right out and say that to Riku, but you'll wait until... Wait, no, hang on. Did he know that when he talked to Sora? Or did Vexen program that out of him after he explicitly said this? Because I feel like... Didn't Larxene tell him that he was a replica? And he didn't know before that? I'm confused. That doesn't mean you share the same soul and heart and everything else. That's because you don't have a heart, and you also don't have much of a brain. Because if you had either of those, you would be fearful of things that are that powerful. That fear is what makes you human, and you are showing no humanity whatsoever. We'll see about that. I'd be willing to let you have a go at it, but something tells me you'll be a little disappointed. I got the timing down for dodging Dark Firaga. Takes a little doing, but I got the timing down for it. Oh, I'm gonna get blasted by a thing. Okay, never mind. See, his thing doesn't seem to hit as much as... It only seems to hit once, so... Stop that. Right now. Alright, let's see how this works. No, I do it better. Alright, I know he's going Dark Firaga, like, right now, so... Yep. Stop it. Alright, Dark Firaga's coming up, like, now. See, I'll show you. Yeah, see how that's his ending attack? No, I don't have iframes on that. But yeah, the ending attack on his 3-hit combo is the... How many zeros left? I do. Okay. Is the 3-hit thing that I've been doing out of the air, so... I'm gonna say, go on, use it. I know you wanna. Like, genuinely, I feel like I found a cheat code. Like, that's how explosive that attack is. I feel like I found a cheat code. Like, it was not supposed to exist, and I just found it. If you are seeing this item description box, you've either found some sort of bug, or you are elite hacksaw. I've used the game, not the Game Genie, the Game Shark on the GBA version of Final Fantasy II. I've seen the killer bow. I'm not above it. I used to suck at Final Fantasy II, but, well, I got good. So. Be lurking, gonna take a shower. Sounds like a plan, Draconia. I will see. We've got about half hour left. I could probably just get Wonderland out of the way, like, right now, so we never have to deal with it again. Honestly. We'll see. We'll see how overzealous I feel after this. So. Sure. Keep telling yourself that, man. You know, that would probably be the smart thing to do, but... Cutscene power! It's not even darkness, it's cutscene power. Well, frankly, the fact that you embrace it so much makes me even more concerned. But trust me, I won't. Come back here so you can actually remember who you are, rather than going and talking to Sora and saying you're the real thing. And then so completely believing it that you forget that you're not the real thing. What? Wait, no, hang on. Maybe it explains it here. Hang on. Maybe I'm giving the game flack for no reason. Hang on, let's see. Sure. Vexen's like, Wow, he's very, overzealous in his mission. He's ready. Sure, man. Whatever you say. I don't know if the fake's gonna show up, because would the fake have world cards for you? We know who has the world cards for you, Riku. Actually, he's more like a mirror image of something I never want to be again, but, you know. I feel like you're just doing wordplay at this point. I mean, if I'm honest, being able to attack 3 times in a row with a single attack card, yeah, that frightens me a little bit, because it means that this game is easier than I gave it credit for. Oh boy. Yeah, and then you'll take over. But where will you fight to? I mean, honestly, Ansem, if you really wanted him to just give up, you could just not give him world cards right now, and where would he go? He can't open the next door. He'd have to go back down, and he'd eventually lose his mind from just wandering the halls. So why are you giving him the cards? You're giving him the opportunity to resist you. Or at least to try. Like, apparently in your head it can never happen, but, like, you're giving him the opportunity. Why would you do that? Riku Replica is sad. He's not the brightest bulb, I'll say that much. He's definitely got a few screws loose, I think. Okay, so Atlantica, Olympus Coliseum, Wonderland, Halloween Town. Atlantica probably gives the most EXP out of all of them, but what do you say we get this one out of the way right now, huh? Shall we? Might as well while we're at it. So, Wonderland in Riku mode. Why is it so reviled? Let's take a look. This is what his deck looks like. 3s, 4s, and 5s all the way across the board. You only get a total of 12 attack cards and a large body. Which, I mean, large body's not awful. Like, there are a lot of physical attacks that go around in this particular mode, but, like, 3s, 4s, and 5s? Really? That's what you're gonna give me? So, we're gonna try not to... Oh, okay, it's just another one of these setups. Alright, so... We're gonna try not to fight anything here. We'll just 1, 2, 3, 4, open this up, 5, 6, and get the hell out as quickly as we can. Because I don't want to be here any more than any of you want to be here, trust me. Alright, so... Oh, and by the way, if you need to get more cards, you can always go backwards in the world. So, like, you can use the warps in between each the floors in order to get back to old worlds. If you want to go, like, let's say you want to go grind cards in an easy place, you could always go back to Traverse Town, or I think Hollow Bastion is also available, so you could just go back to those places and grind up map cards instead of trying to get them from these worlds, you know. So, alright, so stagnant space is a little bit of an issue because there's not much room to maneuver with the Heartless, but yeah, we should be okay, I think. Alright, now it's 2. Have any 2s? You got any 2s, Riku? No? Go fish. What am I gonna go fish for, though? I kinda don't want to use a 0 this early. I guess I was gonna use some Feebles here, wasn't I? So let's use some Feebles. Maybe we can actually fight here with the Feeble Darknesses, because then I'm not, like... I'm on a more even playing field with the Heartless, you know, if I'm using a Feeble. Okay, I mean, I guess if you really want to go after the large body Riku, you can, but, like... I mean, I guess the experience isn't bad, honestly. Better than I thought it was going to be. But definitely Feebles are helping in this particular case, because they've got, like, 4s and stuff that they can use against me, so... I need to get an attack power boost somewhere here, though, because we are not having much fun without it. No, not that guy. And with the Feeble, Mickey can kind of just do a 5 and not really worry about it, I think, so that's helpful. See, I don't know, I mean, I guess with the correct map cards, it's pretty manageable, but it's a matter of knowing which map cards you need to use in order to manage it, you know? So. Oh, and especially here, like, these crescendos have 6s and 7s they can use, so, like, that doesn't really work out outside of a feeble. So, but I'll take it. Attack power! I feel like we'll probably, because it seems like it's going about every 5 levels rather than every 3, so let's see, that would mean 17 at 30, 18 at 35, 19 at 40, and 20 at 45. If we get to 45. I don't even know if we'll get to 45, so we might have like 19 attack power at the end if we get to where I think we're gonna be. So, we'll see. Can't believe I'm actually fighting in Riku mode Wonderland. This doesn't feel real. But yeah, see, even with a feeble, I only just card broke that card that they just played, so like, you gotta be careful. Saying that as I just mashed the X button all the way through this, but you gotta be a little careful. Oh, with the attack power boost, I got it. Nice. Okay, got him. Good. And got him before he turned around. Good. That it for the room? Okay, nice. So we're opening 1, 2, then the boss, which is Trickmaster, and then 1, 2. So I guess since we're in the process, I might as well just keep doing what I'm doing, where I'm just like either using sleepings or feebles. So I feel like I won't fight in the sleeping though. I feel like I'll just kind of go around like that. Wait, hold on. This room is trapped! I have to go this way in order to get out of here. Are you kidding me? They called my bluff. They won't let me pass. Well, that's cheap. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'd have done this a little different if I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, well anyway, we're starting back over again, but that's fine. So how many do I have to open here? Because I'm gonna have to open them directly from this room. I can't go any further here, because that's all... I imagine that's not going to open up just because I beat the boss, so... That sounds like a Wonderland trick, though. Like, that feels like something that's specifically there because this is the Wonderland floor. Because it's tricky, you know what I mean? So Wonderland being tricky is kind of its business. So... I'll just open 3 rooms, whatever. Okay, so I have a 0 or 2 in case I need them. I got more feebles. Let's open the feebles. Why not? Maybe I'll open a Moment's Reprieve and we won't quite get Wonderland done this time. But that would be fine because then we would be on track for the 3 streams that I was thinking was going to take us to get through this place, so... Or this mode, rather. Which would be fine. That's where I was expecting to be anyway, so... Ow, walked right into that one. Got another sleeping to replace the ones that I've used here. One that I used here, anyway. Use my attack power to my advantage. Wonder if he can break this. Like, I don't know if a large body has a 5 in his deck. Probably not. But just the 80 XP from him is not terrible either. Just kind of make sure I grab them all exactly the way that Cloud does, so... I'd hit the Mickey card there, but there we go. Got it now. Sometimes I accidentally dodge roll in this game too because it's double tap on the D-pad. So if you see that happen, that's why.
Come on. My turn. My turn.
I do like how he has a hitbox on the front and the back of him, even though it looks like a frontal attack. That's great. I don't know why I keep just taking the hits from this guy when he does this jumping attack. I could just card break it, you know? Like, that would make more sense than just taking it repeatedly. Like, in that case, I don't have a choice, but in most cases, I do. Alright, well, we'll level up soon enough anyway. So, alright, 4. I don't have a ton of sleepings. I could do like a sleeping and then another sleeping, and then that's fine, you know what I mean? Because we have doubles here, and I'm only opening 2 more rooms. So, get me away from that guy. Let the HP come to me. Why did I check that? I'm looking for my HP total. Okay, 142 is not great. Make it work. Eh. And then, you know, I could use the Moment's Reprieve right here, actually, because then I can, I mean, it's nice because they have exactly an 8, you know what I mean, so I can do this. Now watch me need, like, a blue that's an exactly, like, 5 or above or something. They're like, nope, that's the only way you're going to get through here. Let's see. 15 blue cards, okay, so not quite my worst nightmare, but a good chunk of it. I guess I have duplicates, so that at least is nice. I can't believe Wonderland just eats all of your good cards. Like, they trick you into opening rooms, and then they just eat a large chunk of your blue cards, and that's it. Like, okay, thanks, Wonderland. That's real great. Anyway, we can get through it if we just keep this up. So, Trickmaster first, and then we'll go from there. I wonder if Large Body works on his frontal attacks that are not, like, fireballs. If he goes for a walk, don't try to break it, just let him go for a walk. Yeah, it does. Okay, interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, it only lasts 1 reload. Oops. At least Riku can reach him without a table being in the way. I mean, Sora can as well, but like, you know. That's what the Insignia card does, by the way. The Insignia card gives you the table that's in the first game, so it'll let you reach him a little easier, so. I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna use Overdrive now. I can't believe I broke him even though he's going for a walk. That almost never happens. Because he almost always uses an 8 when he goes for a walk. I remember that part at least. The rest you can break him pretty easily, but if he's going for a walk, not so much, so. But that takes care of him nice and quick, so don't have to worry about that too much. I'll take the experience and the level up, take his card that I'll probably never use because Dragon Maleficent is just that good. And Darkness at 30. Alright. So there we go. So now we can raise HP and we can raise attack power when it becomes available. And as I thought, we cannot just go directly this way anymore. We have to go all the way around and open 4 more damn rooms. So, alright, game. If that's what you want me to do. Seems you missed all of Wonderland. Had to step away a while ago. Oh, that's okay, Conquer. You didn't miss too much. Trickmaster was pretty easy, and Wonderland ate 2 of my cards because I didn't realize I couldn't go to the sides here. These rooms are blocked from going, so I'd have to go up this way to get there, and then up this way to get out of here. So basically, Wonderland is just a bad time all around for everybody involved. I don't know why anyone would want to come here. Something tells me they don't come here on purpose. They come here because they have to, you know? Not because they choose to. It's not like anybody's planning a family vacation to the Queen's lovely guillotine abode. Oh, 2 large bodies? Fuck this. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. You can have your You can have your 2 large bodies. I'll go home with my ball instead. Oh boy. No, Riku, I need you to jump over him rather than get stuck on the wall. Alright, let's go this way. So 2, 3, 4, 5 is what we're looking for. It's probably going to be 3, 4, 6, 7 because that's what I have duplicates of. Replicas of. I mean, I guess replicas works in that case too. But not get this confused with Riku's replica. You know, like that's a whole different ball game. We only come here because we have to. The faster we leave, the better. Yeah, quite frankly, I am in full agreement there. Let's get the hell out of here. We only got a couple more rooms to open, and Atlantica is where the experience is going to be at anyway, so I'm not really super concerned about the experience here. Like, we've gotten a little bit of experience, sure, but, like, do I need it? Any more of it? No, not really. If I need the experience, I'll just fight in Atlantica, you know? I'll have better cards. I should, anyway, have better cards. So. Alright, and then out we go. Just that easy. That's the one that everybody dislikes out of the way right now, so. Oh, I think I remember this cutscene. I think this one played in Sora mode as well. So. I mean, it always is. I think I made this joke already. I'm something of a scientist myself, but, you know. I mean, that's true. You've literally seen Riku once. What do you mean? Now you're bullshitting. Like, what the... Now that we have context and we know that you've seen Riku once? Much research? Are you kidding me? Oh, boy. Yeah, apparently he works fast. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe we'll get some more context out of this scene now? Let's see. Oh, okay. They must actually do that, honestly, because I was gonna say, after a while, he just sort of assumes that he is the real Riku, so there must be some sort of reworking that goes on here. Does the replica have a heart? And if so, where did they get it? Isn't it, like, weird? Because, like... How do I say this without saying spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 2? The organization has a hard time getting hearts. Like, it's kind of their whole thing. So, where did they just pick one up? Who knows? I'm asking too many questions in a Tetsuya Nomura game. What am I doing to myself? Oh, boy. Yeah, but do you need this thing to be Riku to test Sora? Boy, this is not going to work out for him. Like, at all. Also, how are they going to force Naminé to do this? Oh, like that. Wait, she's not even in the room. Where is she? Are you keeping her somewhere else? Okay, so this actually explains why he starts to believe he is the real Riku. Although, I feel like if he saw the real Riku, he'd just be like... Either like, no, you're a fake, and then the real Riku would be like, no, you're a fake. What the hell are you talking about? And they just go back and forth. Or, it would just, like, mind shatter him, which already has happened to him in Sora's story, so... But yeah, so the organization's playing God, and the Riku replica gets to pay the price for it. So that's fantastic. I guess I'm glad I'm not in his shoes. I'm also glad that we're all finished with Wonderland, because that means we can move forward and hopefully find a place in this section of Riku's game with a little bit more experience points to go around, so we can blast our way up to a little bit better levels on the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, the Stream Edition, where we will be continuing Reverse Rebirth mode. If I'm honest, though, I'm not super concerned about Riku's, like, experience points, because if you really need it, if I remember correctly, Castle Oblivion's a great place to do it because he has like really strong cards. Like the last floor that he gets to is he's got really strong cards, and he just can kick some ass there if you need the levels, and you can just blast right through. So if we need the levels, like if I'm not at level 40 by the time we get to that point, I'll just grind for 10 or 15 minutes to get there. It shouldn't take too long, but I mean, we're getting pretty good levels so far. We're at level, what, 26, and this is the first episode of Reverse Rebirth, so yeah, I feel like we'll be okay. Yeah, Spider-Man meme. They're just pointing at each other the whole time. Yeah, he does not consent to this! Apparently, the organization doesn't care, and that means they violated the Geneva Convention. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I'll see all of you on the next one, which will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one. Am I going to need to go back and get more map cards? After that whole debacle in Wonderland where they ate 2 of my cards, I'm kind of concerned, but we have 82 cards. Where are they all? Oh, they must be like Enfeeble and Almighty and all that stuff. So I guess it's just, it's not that we have like a ton in one area, it's that they're kind of spaced out. We just don't have a ton of blues, so I'll have to keep that in mind for later. I'll look up like the requirements for the floors, and then I'll know a little bit better by next time what we're going to need to do.